Hello, everyone, and thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for visiting Leezah's Lair, and I hope everything has been going pretty well for you. I know that there's a lot of stress out there because of the situation and the quarantining and the store inventory dwindling and people not knowing about their work situation and the scheduling, and there's just a lot going on. So I know this isn't the best time in life for everyone out there, but we're making do and we're doing pretty well, I think. I see a lot of Second Life videos, and that's awesome. I'm so happy to see all of the content that you're putting out there. I think it's great. I really salute those of you who are really being consistent and posting great content. It really gives a lot of people at home a lot to do. It's certainly helping out all of the newcomers who have entered Second Life while they're quarantining at home. You know, they have all the videos that you all have been putting out, retail tours of all of the retail events where they could get gifts, all of the reviews of the mesh head promos that are going on. I've seen some great reviews, so I really want to commend those of you who are doing those. It's a huge, huge benefit for those who are just entering Second Life, and even people like me. I've been in Second Life for 8 years. I don't wear a mesh head on my avatar, but I do have two of them, at least maybe three by now, in my inventory. I just haven't put them on. I know that now Big Sun Mesh, adds a whole different element to the avatar appearance. So I'm still learning about that. So I really salute those of you who are doing tutorials. And I hope that those of you who do the tutorial videos will keep in mind that everyone who's watching a tutorial video isn't necessarily new to Second Life, but may just have not used whatever the latest thing is, in Second Life. So, keep that in mind as well when you're doing your tutorials, that everyone isn't a beginner in just because they're watching a tutorial video. They may have some background knowledge already about Second Life. So, um, I don't really do any tutorial videos about the features of Second Life because even though I've been in Second Life for 8 years, I do not consider myself the expert on a lot of these features. My viewer is Firestorm. I've used it for years. I started out using Second Life Viewer because when I was new to Second Life, I just assumed that it was the best viewer for the technology. But I since learned differently after about a year of using a Second Life Viewer. I started with Firestorm and haven't changed. I do want to try Black Dragon. I heard that just the quality visually is amazing. You may have noticed that I am now inside of a house. I usually have all of my discussion events around a campfire on the lawn, and I changed that recently to a house because I have a skybox that is multi-scene, and I wanted to use some of these other scenes. So this is the living room where the events will be taking place. There's plenty of seating for all. There's also couches in the back of the living room. There's this deck above the house. So really, if I wanted to arrange, 10, 15 logs for seating or even chairs for seating and have the events on top of the house, I certainly could do that. One thing I did notice when I had all of my events around a campfire on the lawn, that people felt entitled to just show up at my parcel whenever they felt like it, even when there wasn't a scheduled event. And usually, when I would question them about it, they would say things like, "Oh, I'm just testing out the landmark." Which is ridiculous. Who gives out a landmark that doesn't work? Or they'd say things like, "Oh, I just wanted to look around." Why would they come to a private parcel to look around? Even if you're invited to an event on a certain day and time, that doesn't entitle you to just drop by. So I think that because it was an outdoor scene, that it made people, feel that it was just an open random space that was public for all. So maybe now that there's a house, people will respond differently. I'm hoping. My thought is that when people arrive at a house, they think, "Oh, I'm in someone's residence. Why am I here?" Maybe they don't, but hopefully. By the way, I wanted to mention that I'm using a brand new headset microphone setup. I just got it yesterday. I tested it out once and it seems like it's distorting my voice somewhat. It just seems that way to me. But hopefully the sound quality, at least in my videos, is clearer, crisper. Comment below if the sound quality is better. Comment below if you're brand new to this channel. Comment below if you have your own channel so that I can visit and make comments on other people's channels. I'm always trying to log in and leave comments and like videos and just to encourage other Second Life content creators. Some of you have so many views already, but I still want to stop by and support everyone who is making content about the community. I think that it encourages people who are using other virtual spaces to try out Second Life. Hopefully, it also encourages people who've never even tried it to just go ahead and register. And all of the tutorials and everything helps them to kind of navigate the space if they find out about it on YouTube. The topic I wanted to present in this video is about the new Netflix hit series that's been out for a couple months now. It's called Love is Blind. And if you have not heard of it, if you have not seen it or watched a trailer, the concept is pretty much the same as what we experience every day in Second Life, which is they bring strangers together who have never seen each other. And these are strangers who are claiming that they want to find a love connection. Not that people are in Second Life for that, but some people are. I've met a few people who are. But these people are claiming to want a love connection. They're claiming to want to find a marital partner. And they're willing to go through what this series is referring to as an experiment, where they're actually put in rooms, separate rooms with a wall dividing both of them, and they're able to interact however they want to, but they can never see each other personally. The only way that they get to see each other is if at some point they propose marriage. Then they allow them to meet in person. And so that is the concept of this series. And I really wanted to discuss it on my Second Life channel because I feel like that is just everyday life in a virtual space is that you're meeting people that you've never seen in person, may never see in person. And also there's a Second Life a resident who has a show. Well, it's a series, and it's called Love in Second Life, and it goes into these couples who have met, off of Second Life, who met in Second Life and then met off of Second Life and had long-term relationships, married. It covers all of those stories. So check that out. It's a great series, but it does show that it really is happening that people are meeting someone that they've never seen before. They're establishing an emotional investment, an emotional commitment. They choose to meet, at some point outside of the virtual space and then take it from there. So let me know if you've seen that Netflix series and if you feel that there are some parallels between the dynamics that those couples encountered when they were trying to get to know someone that they had never seen before and they were just relying on a voice. Because in Second Life, a lot of people are just relying on words on screen. They're not voicing when they're in Second Life. So there's also that dimension as well because people form opinions based on what someone's voice sounds like in terms of their age or where they're from, what country they're from, what region of the country they're from. People make all kind of um, assessments about others based on just listening to a voice. And so in Second Life, the different dynamic that is radically different from the show is those people had at least a voice always from the very beginning to go on. But put your comments below. I'm interested in finding out how you perceive the show, if you enjoyed it. What about the dynamics? What are the parallels to Second Life? And um, if you would do something like that, would you go ahead and build on a serious relationship with someone based on voice connection alone and your contact with that person by voice? That's the topic. Thank you very much for visiting Leezah's Lair. I look forward to reading your perspectives in the comment section, and come back and visit this channel when you have some more free time. It would be great to have the interaction with all of you. If you have any ideas for future topics, go ahead and put them in the comment section. I'm always open to new discussion topics that you would be interested in discussing with others in the comment section.